Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Boeny in Madagascar. You know what's interesting is that the last Madagascar video I did, which I'll link my Madagascar playlist up there. There's lots of good videos in there. The last video I did, I actually talked about this region because we talked about the Betsiboka River, which flows out right here. And it's all very beautiful because this river soaks up a lot of the red soil from the interior. And as it meets the Indian Ocean here via the Mozambique Channel, the red soil meets the blue water. It makes this cool kind of pleating effect out into the water. It's really interesting to see from above. Oh, you know what I should say before we get any further, though, is about Malagasy, which I always say in every Madagascar video, just in case, that Malagasy, the language spoken in Madagascar, it's a little complex, it's a little different, and it's pronounced very different in American English, the language I speak, versus how it's spoken in Madagascar. For example, you can see here the capital of the region is Mahajanga, but in Madagascar it's pronounced Majunga. So everything, including like the word Malagasy, is pronounced Malagash. Everything in Madagascar is pronounced different than it is in English. So I'm going to pronounce things in English because that's the language I speak. Just note that it's pronounced different here, okay? That being said, there are many national parks and reserves in this part of Madagascar. You can see one right here. This is the Ankara Fonseca National Park, which we'll take a look at on Google Earth. By the Bali's over here. I don't think there's any photos there, or there's one over here too, in this area somewhere over here, called Tsingy da Namoroka, which again is how you pronounce it in English, not in Madagascar. Tsingy is Malagasy for the place where you cannot walk barefoot, which is incredible. I love that. But many of the parks and reserves in Madagascar are not marked and have no pictures on Google Earth because Madagascar treats their national parks and reserves a little differently than most countries. Some other countries do this, but most countries don't, in that parks and reserves in Madagascar are reserved. They are not meant for you to visit. They are for scientific purposes only. You cannot just, book a stay on a lot or an eco lodge or something and go explore and hike the area. No, you are locked out of those places. They are not for tourists. So, I'm kind of excited that there's photos in this area because lots of other regions of Madagascar have no photos, even in little special reserves and parks like that, for that very reason, which is very good of Madagascar's government, I think. Their environment is very, very precious. So many endemic animals in Madagascar that are so unique to the world, and I'm glad that they're being super extra protected. I just taught my brother-in-law about fusas. He didn't know what a fusa was, and I showed him a picture. And he said, I still don't know what that is. Because it looks like a cat, but it has like a weasel face. And it's actually a mongoose. But its tail is like gigantic. They're 6 feet long. They're monsters. They're the largest carnivore in Madagascar. They eat the lemurs. But anyway. Let's talk about the history here. So there are many different ethnic groups all throughout Madagascar, especially prior to like the 1700s, 1800s. And the group that would have lived in this area would have been the Sakalava. They would have lived along the coast here. And starting probably in around the 1100s, they started to make contact with Arab traders who had an extensive Indian Ocean trading network up and down the East African coast, the way to the Indian subcontinent, down into Southeast Asia, modern-day Indonesia, and all of that. So they definitely had contact here and definitely traded things and ideas, of course. In 1690, one of the princes of a Sakalava kingdom broke off, came here to the coast, and founded the Boeny kingdom. And they ruled over this area. Actually, they were a pretty strong kingdom. They ruled over the area until 1840, because even though they were a strong kingdom, the Imerina were stronger. The Merina were based in Antananarivo down here, which is now the capital. They would go on to conquer all of the kingdoms and various ethnic groups of Madagascar, to put the entire island under their control during the 1800s. But Mahjanga was founded before that. It was founded probably by Indian traders, and probably got its name from Indian settlers, probably from South India. It's a very Indian sounding name, to me at least. Sometime in the 1700s, it would have been a little connecting point between the Swahili coast, which would be just across the way, which would connect it to the rest of the, like I said, like the Arab Indian Ocean trade. But the biggest thing traded out of here was slaves, very unfortunately, but that's just how it was back then. In 1895, the French would invade Mahjanga and the rest of Madagascar in order to colonize it, and it remained under French control until independence. Now, the only other history that I found here is not so pretty. I found various instances of racial violence, the most prominent being in 1977 against the Comorians from Comoros who are living here, and many Comorians fled back to Comoros. But I also read that there's a large population of Comorians here, of Indians as well, because many people from Comoros have Indian descent. So on and so forth. So hopefully that's not indicative of terrible things to come. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I found in this area here in terms of history. But there are some interesting photos to show you on Google Earth, so why don't we hop over there and take a look. Here we are in Boeny. Let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. There's Comoros, by the way, that I mentioned. This is the Mozambique Channel, separating Madagascar from Mozambique. And you can see where this island broke away once upon a time, so long ago. Madagascar, if you don't know, is part of Africa. It's Africa's largest island. There's the rest of the Indian Ocean. And yeah, pretty easy to find on the map because Madagascar is gigantic. But we are up here on this side of the island, the western side, which is very different from the eastern side, as you can see. Very different landscapes. And here you can see the river that I pointed out before. Look how beautiful. Let me get rid of the border so you can really appreciate it. There we go. See all of the beautiful red soil from the center of the country mixes in with the ocean. And this is actually kind of not as extreme. I've seen photos where like the red goes all the way out here and it looks like it's bleeding out into the ocean. It's quite a remarkable sight here. But here is Mahajanga, or Machangas, they'd say. Whole beach area. There's actually quite a lot to see in this city. It's pretty bustling. And I've read some conflicting stories about it being very quaint and friendly, and also being really dangerous and unfriendly. So I guess it's you just kind of risk it if you come here, I suppose. I imagine it's not terrible. But one important site is the baobab tree, which I just saw and then it disappeared. There's the hotel. I saw it pop up and then it vanished. Come back. There we go. So this is the largest baobab tree in the region, which are very distinct Madagascar trees. This was used as a hanging tree for a long time, back when, executions like that were a thing. And now it's just a good meeting point in the city here. It's pretty. This is what a typical baobab would look like. The more famous ones are down in the south, but this is a big sprawling one. Oh well. How cute. The best servers on the beach right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see. Don't remember if there's pictures here at the Cirque Rouge. Which, if you see here, is this? Oh, there is. Good. Is this? Oh, there's lots. Okay, I'm good. This big canyon area here. Look how pretty. I'm sure as the sun hits it on different angles, it turns all different kinds of red colors. The red circle, of course, is what it means in French. Look how pretty. Oh, wow. Gosh, it's like the color of like steak when it's raw. How interesting. All kinds of colors. And you get that beach view. You take your ATV out. Circuit there, and you can ride a little path around and see the beautiful sights. Isn't that pretty? Wow, it's like Mars. How fun. Let's see, there's the beach for it. I wonder if it's just more of the same. I don't know, you can see some beach areas. Alright. Very nice. Yeah, look at that from above. So cool. Really digging into that red soil like I talk about, right? I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to show you in town, but I think I just really wanted to show you the tree. Boardwalk there, Bord de la Mer. Yeah, it's more of just the tree. And pretty coastline. Yeah, I would encourage you though to come and poke around because there are lots of other things to see. Is this a slideshow? Oh yes. It's a scary cave. Oh boy, I'm just plagued by scary caves. I am not one for caves, but look at the cool tree branches there. There's a little friend here to see us though, so it's okay. A little lizardy guy. Okay. Very cool. Let me see. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to show you up here. I mean, there's lots of cool things, like I said, but like, I gotta show you this. I don't think there's anything else. It's like, I have to show you, right? There's some pictures here in this park. Cool rocks there. And rivers. Oh, we got stuck. Okay, what just happened? Let me start the slideshow over. There we go. This is what baobab trees typically look like down in southern Madagascar. There's a Shifaka lemur. A big baobab tree there. A little village there with their goats. And a little lizard eating a moth. Sign there telling you what to see. And look at this expanse. That's incredible. Sign telling you where everything is. Beautiful trees. A little chameleon. There's loads of chameleons in Madagascar. Another Shifaka lemur. There's a snaky friend, but we'll skip them. Ankara fonseca. Some moose looks like zebu cows with the big humps. There's many cultures in Madagascar raise zebus. The little river fairy. And look how green it is. So you can see all the little lake patches there, all brown, right? Let's see. See if I can get the other national parks to pop up. Let me get the borders up for you. Not that we can look at them, but I can show you where they are, right? See, there's the sea. Let's go for it. Oh. Just that some soil or something, I'm not sure. And then there's Baida Bali, which has no pictures at all, because you're not allowed to come here, clearly. Let's head back up to town. Let's find one more slideshow to show you. Let's look at another beach. Let's check out down here just in case. What is this? Nothing. Probably a mistag. Do you think these have pictures? I didn't think so. That wasn't a great photo there or slideshow, but look at this beach, holy moly. You can see the hotel there. Perfect along the coast. Here we go. Ponton de Mer. Wow, look at all that sand. Oh, that sounds so nice. I'd love to play on the beach like that. It's the best. Wow, just that expanse, my goodness. The horses there, you can ride some horses in the sand. That's the best. This guy thinks so too. But I suppose I'll end the video here. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this style of content, please consider subscribing. Next in my series, we are heading to a world capital. And I wonder if you can guess which capital city it is. If you note that I'm going in alphabetical order, you might be able to guess what city we're going to next. Let me know your guesses down in the comments. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're down there. Look how pretty all lit up. That's so lovely. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night. There we go. Good night.